So if I was gonna start a business tomorrow, I would have started reading books probably a year ago because I believe in being prepared. I didn't do that, and that's why I want you to be better than me, and that's why I'm making this video. Okay, so keep watching to find out what book I'm talking about today. Hey y'all, it's Denanyoh, and today we are talking about the book Down to Business. All right. The authors of the book are Finley Scurlock and Jason Liao. The genre of the book is nonfiction. The theme of the book is entrepreneurship, business owner. Okay, so y'all, the book says to young entrepreneurs what you should do. Here's some advice. It's written by high school students. They're about to go to college. This is what you should do. I knew that. I still judged the book. I shouldn't have. I was looking for advice. I'm like, I'm in this pickle. Where's my return on investment? Help me. Down to business. Bing. I'll read that. It's not written for someone that's 40 years old. But I say that because that's probably not true. It's probably not written for someone who is an interviewer, who's been interviewing people for 4 years. Because my biggest issue with the book is the smallest thing. And it's just that I wish they asked the same questions of every single interviewer. And if they did, no shade, but they didn't list them, right? So you're reading it and you're just like, wow, if you had one piece of advice for a young entrepreneur, oh my God, that's so great. And you get to the next person, you're like, what would you say? Oh, you didn't even ask them that question, but I kind of want the advice. I'm like, where's the consistency? Where's the theme? That's not the point, okay? So one of my favorite things about this book is that they took every single entrepreneur that they interviewed and they put them into about 7 different categories of business owners. And I thought that was really intriguing because I'm reading the book and I'm like, what category would I fit into? Okay. So the categories are disruptor, visionary, champion, innovator, creator, investor, and strategist. Now, in one of my roles, I definitely am a strategist, but I'm also an innovator. I think overall, see, I would call myself a visionary, but I'm really an enforcer. I'm an implementer. You can spark an idea. Hey, I think we should do this. It's done. I've got the website. I bought the domain name. I'm already started creating the things. So there were a couple of quotes in this book that I just fell out, absolutely loved. Okay, so we're going to read some of those. The first thing is by Deepak Gandhi. And the quote is, everything takes longer than you think. And I love that because when you are an entrepreneur, when you're an innovator, when you're a visionary, roadblock, 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 sideswiped. I just wanted to make the thing. Why is there all this stuff? And by far, the very first thing that will slow down your time is your motivation, okay? You will by far be your biggest hurdle because life is always happening. And so things are gonna be in your way and things are gonna disrupt you. So that was one of the first things. The next big quote, and this one is by Simhar Arya. And this quote says, it isn't the idea that makes you a successful entrepreneur. It's your ability to do anything and all the work required. So what I loved about that is it's not your ability to think about it to be, it's your ability to do any and all of the work. I take that to mean you need to be resilient because one of the things that I've noticed even in my own journey is that for one, everything takes longer than you expect. But for two, when things take longer, what do you do next? Okay, you have to appreciate that that is a single moment. What's next? Then what happens? So I definitely appreciated that about this book. That quote was really good to me because it's not going out and getting a business card that says, entrepreneur, I've done it. It's your ability to do all the stuff to actually get it done. Whether or not you ever call yourself an entrepreneur, which you probably should, but it's not a big deal if you don't, right? Because if you've created something and you're keeping it going, you are the entrepreneur, but it's bigger than the title, you know? Like, look, here's a section about the global innovator with IKEA, and there's people who create their own businesses, and there's people who just become like big C-suite people in established companies. And it was really fascinating. I mean, I don't feel like these books existed when I was a kid, and I don't know if I would have even been interested in them. But the fact that there are young people writing about how to be an entrepreneur so that you can start off the correct way, 2 thumbs up, definitely would read again and definitely would recommend to other people, right? Because every book is for a different audience. That's why all these books exist. So if you're interested in other books that are all about entrepreneurship, you should definitely read this one, okay? It's all about how to be unapologetically ambitious. Yes, at any age, okay? So I'll see you in the next one.